Bienvenidos to another episode of Hoy en Dia TV. I am your host, Yessie Rodriguez, with my co-host,
Remy San Luis.
We have another amazing, or like Remy says,
dope
episode. Hey, yes, because we like to keep it fresh and vibrant. We are a bilingual lifestyle show that we talk about any and everything, de todo un poco, right?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
So we have a great show. We're talking about the history of photography. What it is, what is it?
Yeah.
You know, what it's all about. And also we have a great guest.
Yeah.
We did have a photo shoot. Did you know that?
No, really?
Me and the guest.
Wow.
We did a photo shoot. So we're going to actually put some of those pictures up later on.
Okay, cool.
But anyway, we would like to thank our sponsors. Thank you all for just helping us and being here to support us. Thank you to Collective Wear, Myrod Enterprises, Collective Candles, which is a new one.
Collective Candles?
Collective Candles.
Hey, welcome.
Pretty cool.
That's awesome.
180 Life Productions.
Remy Zumba.
Yes, and you all, the viewers, thank you for being here and watching us, because without you, this wouldn't be possible.
That's right.
And hey, if you didn't catch any of the past episodes, you can still catch them. Feel free to go on Facebook and YouTube. We're going to be uploading them on Instagram and also on my website, yessierodriguez.com. So definitely stay tuned and watch
Awesome.
those. And Remy,
Yeah.
I heard that you got some feedback about
Yes,
the last
I
episode.
did. In my Zumba class, I had a couple of students come up to me and tell me that they really enjoyed the show. And they just gave us a little bit of feedback. And it's all positive. I love it. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But guess what? If you all want to come in and be part of this crew right here, we welcome you. Come
Please.
on in. We always like to keep the show fresh, and we are about helping each other out, right?
That's right.
Because this is a community, regardless of what.
Mi Cancún restaurante mexicano, fresco y delicioso guacamole, gran variedad de carnes a su gusto, mariscos frescos y deliciosos, solo productos de alta calidad, auténtico sabor mexicano, deliciosos postres, gran variedad de bebidas, con especiales todos los días, en un ambiente totalmente familiar. Ven y visítanos.
6675 Follow the News Road en Raleigh, Carolina del Norte. 919-977-3355.
United Sports Automotive. Great inventory of cars, imported and domestic, always with the best price and easy finance for everyone. Hablamos español. Come and visit us at 1016 North Garnet Street, Henderson, North Carolina. Call now at 252-430-8823. Check our website at United Sport of Henderson. Like us on Facebook.
Este y todos los sábados, Mi Cancún Mexican Restaurant de Raleigh y LNC Productions presentan Sábados Latinos, con la mejor música para bailar, especiales en bebidas, ambiente acogedor en el centro de Raleigh. Disfruta de la mejor salsa, merengue, reggaetón, trap, cumbia, bachata
Señor juez, no soy un
y
niño.
mucho más. Desde las 9 de la noche hasta las 2 de la mañana. Animación de DJ RR, DJ Tico y DJ Jen. Ven a disfrutar de una fiesta diferente. Entrada general $10. 6675 Falls of News en Raleigh. Reservaciones al 919-306-8880. ¡Te esperamos!
We are back. Bienvenidos de nuevo a Hoy en Dia TV. I am your host, Yessie Rodriguez, with my co-host,
Remy San Luis.
Yes, we have another vibrant, dynamic show because we talk about de todo un poco, a little bit of everything, right?
And anything.
Yes. And so today's show is about the history of photography because Remy, you know, when I'm not here, I do some modeling, right?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
little bit of modeling, a little bit of this and that. You
So
know,
I'm told.
Keep it fresh, you know. But it's interesting because photography has a really vibrant history.
Yeah.
Did you know that back in 1824, a gentleman, which I can't really pronounce his name, but I'm going to try, Nicefore Nietzsche, in 1824,
Wow.
invented a heliography. It's
Wow.
interesting.
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds interesting.
It
Yes.
does sound interesting, right? And according to study.com, Robert Cornelius in 1839 produced what is considered the first photographic self-portrait. It's
Okay.
interesting. According to scancorner.com,
1859, panoramic camera was invented.
wow, that's
a-
amazing.
Way cool.
1861, stereoscope viewer was invented by Oliver Wendell Holmes, which is pretty cool because that was actually the name of my elementary school. Oliver
Oh,
Wendell
really?
Holmes. Yeah.
I wonder if it had any
That
correlation
was back
to
in
that.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay. In 1888, George Eastman of Kodak Company, he pioneered the photographic film in a roll.
And it was
Yeah.
patented, it looks like.
Yeah,
It's
patented
pretty
in
cool.
that year.
Between 1913 and 1914, there was a candid camera, the first 35 millimeter still camera by Oskin Barnock. Which I'm pretty
Wow.
sure I'm butchering his name, and I apologize, even though he's probably long gone by now.
I don't think he's going to come back for you.
Yeah, I'm like, hope not, right now.
In 1948, Edwin Land invented the Polaroid camera. Oh, we used to have one of those as a kid. I had one of those.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know, you just shake it, let it air out.
Is that what it was? And it looks like it was a camera that can print out in about a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
It was pretty cool.
That is really
Yeah.
cool. 1960, the underwater camera was invented for the U.S. Navy. Okay.
Okay.
1986, the disposable camera was first introduced by Fuji.
Okay. The year 2000, the first camera phone.
And there you go.
And that's what we got now. So we're updated now.
So nowadays, we walk around and we see people with cameras. Camera phone. Hey! So as you can see, the history of photography and just the overall invention
Yeah.
is pretty interesting. It's
I-
pretty rich.
It's amazing. But back in my time, in my high school years,
Mm-hmm.
I had a graphic artist class, and we made a camera
Did you?
out of an oatmeal container.
How did you do that?
Well, we took the old, the oatmeal round container.
Okay.
We howled it out, and we painted it black inside. And then we put a little tin foil with a pinhole,
Okay.
and we were able to take pictures with the oatmeal container.
Really?
Yeah, we had like film that you would actually put inside the container, and for like 30 seconds you hold it and you open the flap, and it would take pictures.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. But how did you know, like, when it took the picture?
We just had to pray to it. We had to just pray it just went, and then we took it to a dark room, and then we developed the film in the dark room.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
it's pretty interesting.
It was just black and white film, but it really did work.
That is
yeah.
cool. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that. You said it was with the oatmeal.
Oatmeal container, yeah. Quaker Oats.
I guess when in doubt, I gotta Google. Try to figure it out, right?
Right.
Gotta be creative nowadays.
The pictures came out okay, but they were like,
But that's awesome because all of us, regardless of the different walks of life, we have had some sort of encounter
Yeah.
with either taking a still image or
Right.
dealing with a photography of some sort. Sometimes when we gather around the holidays, we're with loved ones
Mm-hmm.
and family members. I'm sure some of them like to grab a camera or
Right.
even the camera phone and say, hey, let's take a picture.
right, selfies.
So overall, it's pretty much who we are because we want to definitely capture that memory or that moment in time
Mm-hmm.
that we hold dear because we don't know, obviously, we may not get it back.
That's right.
And so that's why I love photography and I love cameras because even when you're younger, you can capture like, wow, I used to look like that type of moment,
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can go back in that moment of time and you can relive that moment.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah.
how-
You go back to the 80s when we grabbed the Polaroid camera, and you just had it right then and there. You had that picture right then and there. But now, like you said, it's all on the phone, so it's cool.
It is. It's
Yeah.
really amazing and just how it evolved. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm really excited for our guest today because he holds photography dear to him. He loves what he does. I worked with him firsthand and he was super talented, very professional. And I was I was like, wow, I have to have you on Hoy en Dia. Let's bring you on.
That's awesome.
And I know just as much as we bonded it during our photography shoot, you all are going to feel that because he's very genuine, he's very talented, and I'm really excited because he has a passion and love for photography, and we're going to get to know why he has that passion and love for photography. So, hey, without further ado, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
But thank
Let's
you
do
all
it.
for tuning in. We'll be right back with Hoy en Dia TV.
Black Diamond Embroidery. Nosotros somos especialistas en todo tipo de bordados, en gorras, playeras, chamarras, mochilas y mucho más. Contamos con una gran experiencia y un equipo altamente profesional. Si busca calidad, llámenos al 336-904-3551. Estamos en Greensboro, Carolina del Norte. Hacemos envíos a todo el país. Solicítenos presupuesto sin compromiso. Estaremos encantados de asesorarle y ayudarle para conseguir un bordado de calidad. Black Diamond Embroidery.
El mejor restaurante de comida mexicana, Mi Rancho Mexican Restaurant, con bebidas nacionales e importadas, especialidades en tragos y cócteles, además el sabor auténtico de la comida mexicana, un trato amable, un lugar acogedor. Visítanos en el 2549 South Saunders Street en Raleigh, con teléfono 919-836-0807.
We are back. Estamos de regreso con Hoy en Dia TV. I am your host, Yessie Rodriguez, with my co-host.
Remy St. Louis.
Yes, thank you all for tuning in because without you, we wouldn't be possible. Gracias a ustedes por su apoyo, por su amor, just for everything. We appreciate it. So thank you. Also, we are here with the talented photographer and professional photographer, Mr. Curtis Hamilton. Welcome to Hoy en Dia TV. Bienvenido.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm really excited. Like I was telling the viewers and even Remy before, you and I had the opportunity to have a photo shoot and work together.
It was a blast too. I
We
know
had a great
we had a good time.
We did. Before we go into more of the photography aspect, tell us, who is Mr. Curtis Hamilton? Were you always here in North Carolina? Like, well, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'm one of the few people who probably was born and raised here and are still here.
Wow.
I grew up in a small town here in North Carolina,
Yeah.
a town called Dudley. You know, went to high school, you know, behind an Air Force base. And I just made my way to Raleigh to go to college and never went back home.
Wow.
So love it here. Been in the city for how many years?
A lot of years, huh?
A lot of years.
So before you got into the photography, what did you do before? Was that always what you had a passion for, or did you have a different career path? And one day you're like,
Yeah, I've always had a passion for photography.
Okay.
I probably got it from my dad, but my training in college was as far away from photography as you could get.
Really?
I'm trained as an electrical engineer and
wow,
mathematician.
that's really cool.
So did some of that coming out of college, but it really wasn't my calling. You know, you go for the money. You know, back then the engineers were what it was all about. So that's where I was going. But it never was my driving passion.
Gotcha.
So started working, do the things you need to do to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But then come back to what you really love.
Definitely.
And that's what I've been doing.
That's amazing.
So I've been doing it for now a little over 30 years.
That's
Wow,
wonderful.
that's quite some time now.
Wow. And so you mentioned your dad. So I'm assuming, was he also a photographer?
No,
Okay.
my dad, he was a brick mason.
Okay.
He and my uncle owned their own brick masonry in Goldsboro, but he just loved photography.
Yeah.
He was always taking pictures, and that was back when we did a lot of slide work. Some people don't even know what slides are now because, the very small ones, you put them in, you slide the thing across and keep moving it back and forth. We had thousands of home slides that we used to watch.
That's
So, but it got me in the mindset of you need to be capturing these images because time moves so fast.
That's right.
Eventually, that's all you're going to have.
Yeah.
So, started with him, and it just blossomed from there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you recall, just listening to you, can you recall the moment when you and your father kind of bonded with that situation?
Oh, there were many.
Yeah.
There were many. I think the first time He was in the military prior to, starting his own business. So the first time was when I found the box of the stuff he had from the military that he had taken.
Yeah.
And these were back in the mid-50s.
Wow.
So I'm like, where was this? Where was that? So we just
Yeah.
started talking about what the shot was, what it meant, who his buddies were back then.
That's so cool.
That
I
was
like
the
that.
first time. And probably the second or third time, as we're going through and trying to capture stuff at Christmas, all the special events that you have. Somebody's got to have a camera and all of that.
Yeah.
Just being able to talk to him about how he was framing the shot.
Okay.
What do you look at? What do you see when you look through the lens?
Yeah.
And those types of discussion, a little bit more, technical in nature, but it was our time of him teaching me.
Gotcha.
So that was always a good bonding time for us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he had a lot of photographs from when he was actually over in Korea, because that was all black and white.
Yeah.
So at one point later on, I took those same shots, digitized them, converted them to color, and gave them to my brothers as Christmas gifts.
Oh,
That's
wow.
amazing.
Because one of my brothers is in the military. He's in the Air Force. So it just meant a lot to them to where'd these come from?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
stuff
That
that
is
we
so
had found,
cool.
and it's fun, and that's what photography should be.
Definitely.
If it's a labor, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
And it was stuff I love doing.
That's awesome. And so you mentioned your brothers. Did your brothers also develop the passion for photography like you did?
To a small extent, yeah.
Okay.
We all had cameras,
Yeah.
still do,
Yeah.
and in different points in our lives, I think we all went in that direction.
Yeah.
I kept going, where they kind of, well, that's not really what I want to do, but it was something that I really wanted to focus on.
Gotcha.
So.
And so at what point in your life did you say, wow, this is really what I want to do as a career? Because you mentioned you were in it for 30 years.
Yeah, I can't recall one point. I think as you move through those different phases of your life,
Yeah.
you understand what's important to you.
Okay.
Coming out of college, you got to get that job. You got to go make the bucks. You got to do this because that's what you've always been told.
Exactly.
I was never told, okay, take what you love, go do that,
Yeah.
and you can make money at it. So it's a different mindset. So it was probably about 20, maybe 15 years ago where I really started to focus on the business side of it.
Okay.
Previous to that, it was always the fun, have fun, go do this, go do that, learn, help other people learn.
Yeah.
But about 15 years ago, I'd say I really put a focus on, okay, let's put a business plan together. How are we going to make this work? And I won't say the rest is history. That sounds so corny. that sounds so corny, but the rest is history.
That's great.
The rest
And
is
so,
negative.
Yeah, and the rest that was good. I'm gonna have to use that.
and like I was telling Remy, just listening to you and to other stories, and even looking back at my archives from family moments, or I'm sure Remy, when he does,
Good time.
photography is beautiful because it's able to capture a still moment in life that you really can't quite get back, but you can get it back in the moment.
Yes.
And in that picture, and that's why I enjoy when I do photo shoots and stuff, because I'm sure when I'm older, I'm like, wow, I used to look like that. Okay, that was me. Even though I'm gonna try to look like that as much as possible, and I'm sure my honey will appreciate it too. But but photography is great. It's dynamic. It really holds a lot of memories.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I did a shoot for a family 6 or 7 years ago, and they had not had family portraits done in years.
Wow.
Just wouldn't do them. So got there, getting everybody relaxed. We're having a good time, just talking. I'm snapping
Yeah.
away, and we got a lot of the shots done. I go home, edit them, and I get them printed after they select which ones they want.
Yeah.
The lady calls me in tears. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, no.
What did I screw up?
Right.
The portrait is not on her mantle. She loved them so much, and it captured who she was.
That's amazing.
And that's why you do this.
That's
That's
right.
why I
That's
do
right.
this. If people were not moved by the photography you give them, if they were not taking those shots and making them part of their family, then why are you doing it? You can't be in it just for the money.
Exactly.
You've got to love what you do and be able to capture stuff like that. Had one where we're about to take the shot, another family situation, and they the son-in-law had told me previously, in one of these shots, I want you to count down from 5. I'm like, okay, he's got a surprise plan. What's he gonna do? Jump up and do something crazy? So all right, hey guys, you know, and they're all talking. Here we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, and they announce they're having a child.
Aww.
I catch the moment of the grandmother. This is going to be her first grandchild going forever frozen in time.
That's adorable.
Wow, that's cool.
I mean, that's the stuff you live for.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I'm glad you mentioned that because that was going to be one of my questions is what makes you different from other photographers, but you already answered that question for us. That is beautiful.
Yeah, it's got to be that way.
Of course.
The technical aspects, everybody can get down.
You're right.
But you've got to have that interaction with the people you're photographing,
Yes.
or it's going to be a still pic. I call them a still picture, where everybody's
Right.
like,
Yes,
you know, one of those fake smile things.
Yeah.
And that's not what you want. You know, when you walk in the house, look over your mantle, you want to see happy people who enjoyed what they did that day.
Yeah.
That's right.
And that's what I try to capture.
That's amazing. We're going to actually go on a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
I'll be right here.
And you all, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Oyedia TV.
Purchasing a car can be very exciting, but it can also be frustrating when you don't know where to go. Pete, if I was looking for a car, where would you recommend that I go?
If I were you, I'd go to OV Auto Farm. They have the best vehicles, the best selection, and the best prices in the Triangle area.
Where we have different options in financing, we also have our Buy Here, Pay Here program. Check out our inventory at ovautofirm.com or come visit us on our site, 2731 South Wilmington Street, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Call today, 919-834-9926.
Compare Foods de Smithfield y Apex. Contamos con todos los productos mexicanos y latinoamericanos. Carnes, frutas y vegetales. Siempre a los mejores precios. Cambio de cheques. Envío de dinero a toda Latinoamérica. Excelente servicio al cliente. Visítenos en el 826 South Third Street en Smithfield y en el 301 East Williams Street en Apex, Carolina del Norte. Compare Foods. Compare calidad, precios y servicios.
¿Quieres cambiar tu estilo de vida, mejorar tu salud y hacer un excelente negocio? Llámenos al 336-534-7638 y lo ayudamos.
It's that time of year again, tax time. Don't get stuck throwing away your hard-earned money on a car that will only last you a couple of months.
Get a reliable and great price car here at Rush Auto Sales.
Let us help you save some of that tax money so you can get the things that really matter to you and your family. Here at Rush, where your job is your credit.
Red Monkey te invita todos los viernes y sábados. La mejor música con DJ Juan Pachanga. Y además, DJs invitados. Ven a disfrutar del mejor ambiente. Comida hasta la 1 de la mañana, abiertos hasta las 3. Parqueo gratis. Tragos a precio especial. Celebra tu cumpleaños y recibe una botella de champán. Red Monkey Latin Fusion. 4325 Glenwood Avenue en Raleigh, Carolina del Norte. Reservaciones al 919-896-7412.
Welcome back. Bienvenidos de nuevo a Hoy en Día TV. I am Yessi Rodriguez with
Remy San Luis.
We have our special guest, Curtis Hamilton, professional photographer. Before the break, we got to know a little bit about Curtis and what motivated him to be in photography. But now we are going to get into the nitty-gritty of it all.
Yes, I have a question.
Sure.
Sir, have you ever had anything mishap happen? Any cool stories you can tell us and share with the audience?
Yeah, there are always those days that you wish you could do over again.
Really?
Yeah.
For real?
Okay.
Yeah,
Tell us.
I do a lot of model photography as well.
Okay.
Studio, and you have everything there you need. You have to have things to connect things with.
Right.
Whether there's a trigger to connect a light or cable or something.
Right.
You usually keep those in your bag. When you switch out bags, sometimes you forget to transfer things over.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I forgot to transfer cameras over.
Oh, no.
So I'm at the studio, I have 2 models here, ready to go to open my bag, and I have no camera.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling.
So
Not a
what'd
good
you
feeling.
do?
Honey, I'm at the studio. Can you bring? You got to call somebody to go bring them for you.
Think on your toes.
You got to think on your toes. I've had a couple of times where I've forgotten to put the memory card in.
Oh no! So you lost? Did you ever have the one with your lens cap on? And
Never did the lens cap one, but I have done those where I think the flash is going and it's not. That teaches you to check frequently to make sure the image you think you're capturing is actually there.
quick story. That really happened to my parents on their wedding.
Are you
serious? Their cousin said, "Okay, we're gonna take the picture. I'm gonna be the photographer for your wedding." And everything. He snapshot everything. He took pictures of the whole wedding, and he had the camera lens right on the cover on it the whole time.
You gotta be kidding me!
So all they have is a couple little shots. Whoever took pictures at that time.
Remy, that really happened to your parents?
My parents. Yeah. That's the honest to God truth. Yeah.
And how did your cousin not realize that the lens cap was still?
Oh, it's very easy to do.
He was all excited though.
Really?
Yeah.
But don't you realize that there's no image in front of you when you're looking through the...
Well, it depends on the type of camera you have.
Yeah, back in the day, you got to think, let's say 60s, and it was in the 60s.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's why, and that would today be called a guy with a camera, GWC.
Okay.
You don't want those people shooting your weddings.
Right.
I don't do typical weddings, but yeah, that has become an issue in the industry. Especially with digital cameras.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they're a photographer. Yeah, I can do your wedding. And they get in and look at the lighting and stuff and have no clue how to go off auto to manual to adjust everything in the camera to get the shot. And then they come back, can you fix these in Photoshop?
No.
Don't think so.
At all.
Matter of fact, I went to a wedding once where we actually had those portable cameras.
Yeah.
In each one. That could be dangerous. Yeah.
What happened?
Because you don't know what they're doing. I mean, depending on who's the wise guy in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a lot of shots you don't want to see.
Shots you don't want, you know.
Yeah.
The best man wasn't really the best man. Those kind of shots.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But more on a serious note, with things happening nowadays, and I'm like you mentioned, you shoot models.
Mm-hmm.
I do modeling as well, and for even the newbies coming in on board, I'm sure there's a lot of things that they need to be mindful of. Like you said,
absolutely.
There's the guy with the camera type of situation, or even the gal with the camera. Because I'm not just saying it's guys.
True.
How can they really be able to pinpoint a scammer, or just somebody that's trying to get them to take a photo shoot for other reasons?
Yes. Yeah. And
Not really
we
a professional type of reason.
we have a lot of that, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
I think there are a couple of things that models need to do anytime they're looking to work with a photographer.
Okay.
One, check references.
Definitely.
Not just photographer references, but model references. Because some of the photographers that do that type of thing partner with photographers who do that type of thing. So you're going to get, they're great because they're working together.
Gotcha.
But models will tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Bluntly. And that's what you need.
Right.
Yeah.
Never, ever go to a photo shoot by yourself.
Yeah.
Never. If you're there and you're by yourself, you're setting yourself up for an issue.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you've been working with a photographer for years and years and you feel comfortable, great, but still let somebody know where you're going.
Exactly.
Because it can still happen.
Yeah.
Right.
If you are underage, have a parent there,
Okay.
dad preferably. My daughter models as well. Started off thinking, okay, where we're going.
Yeah.
You don't set them up or let themselves set themselves up
Exactly.
to be injured. There's sex trafficking going on. There are photographers who are abusing girls. There's too many people out there with motives that are not pure.
Yeah. Right.
Don't put yourself in the situation.
Yeah, and that's really good feedback. Thank you for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I say that because we do have viewers of all ages
Mm-hmm.
and ethnicities, and they need to know this.
Yeah.
Especially coming from a professional to know, hey, this is how you can pinpoint a scammer. Because we have so many billions of people in the world that they try to any little thing under the sun that they can think of.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it, if you ever get an email from a photographer who says, send me a picture of yourself nude so we can schedule a shoot, run.
Wow.
Report that. I would so report that.
Run.
Like,
Yeah.
hello?
It happens more than you would know.
And that's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you ever wondered why? Like, what goes through a person's to do that?
There are a lot of sick people out here.
Yeah.
A lot of sick people, a lot of hurting people, just people who are psychotic.
Yeah.
So you have to realize that, and it's not only in this industry.
Yeah. Right.
This industry is very out front with it.
It is.
Because when it happens, it hits the papers everywhere.
Exactly.
There was one locally, well, two locally, both with underage, that got arrested. So within the community, the photography community, everybody knew about it. The models knew about it. So it's very out front on the front page.
Yeah.
But it can happen in any industry.
Yeah.
So just be careful. Know your limits.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different genres of photography.
Yes.
If you're not interested in fine art nudes, don't respond to a fine art nude ad.
That's true. That's true.
If you look at that photographer's page and that's all he is shooting, don't shoot with him.
Exactly.
I mean, use some, I don't want to say common sense, but
yeah.
you have to use common sense with it
Exactly.
and protect yourself.
Research.
I agree. That's really great feedback, so thank you for that. Also, with regards to your craft and going back to you, because we did touch on the serious topic of that. So other than modeling, photography that you do with the models, and then family portraits, what other genres of photography do you do?
I do event photography, headshots, some senior portraiture, and some weddings. And the reason I say some, especially in senior portraits, that business is very competitive right now.
Oh, really?
With people trying to pull business away from the high schools, start their own thing. So you've got the ambassadors that are working for different. I don't do all of that.
Okay.
Right.
There are people that I know that if they want me to do that, then I'll go do the senior portraits for them,
Gotcha.
or I'll do their prom pictures, and then it kind of blossoms from there.
Right.
But I'm not one of the senior portrait photographers.
Right.
And weddings. Oh boy, there is a special place in heaven for wedding photographers.
Really?
Oh my God.
Is it that tough?
Oh yes.
Curtis, is
Yeah,
it really that
it's-
difficult?
it's-
But why? ¿Por qué? What makes it so challenging? I mean,
Two
I'm not
things:
nervous.
bride and mother-in-law.
Yes. Yes.
Funny.
Oh yeah,
That is adorable.
yeah,
That's
and
hilarious.
I'm more of a photojournalistic style.
Okay.
So all of the, as I said before, all the posts, I don't like that.
Yeah.
So that's not what some people want for their wedding.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want a photojournalistic style where there are a lot of candidates and people are happy and there are not a lot of pose shots,
Yeah.
I'm your guy.
That's God.
But if mama-in-law wants y'all blocked here and there,
Right.
keep me away from that. That's not me. No.
Family Feud.
Bingo.
Fluffy, did you have a question for him about Fluffy?
Oh yeah. Do you work with animals too?
I have.
You have.
Oh, okay.
That would be another one of those where, yeah.
Okay. What's the story?
Yeah.
Come on.
So
Spill
we,
it.
and, well, I have a studio as well down in Fuquay, and you can bring animals in. We don't tell you to leave your animal outside or anything.
Yeah.
So we're doing the photo shoot, and all of a sudden you're like, oh no. Well, and this wasn't Fluffy. This was and he just had to relieve himself, and I mean, he did in the middle of the shoot. So you're in a studio, closed windows and all. So yeah, so we had to kind of open the windows, and you got to stop everything and clean up at that point.
Oh man.
So yeah.
So that's definitely a negative.
That'd be bump. Yeah, that's definitely a negative.
I was leaning more towards that answer.
Yeah. So,
Okay, well, hey, that's good to know. But I'm assuming that you're still open to it.
I am. I actually have 2 animal shoots on my books right now to do. I think it's late April, but they are very, the small fluffy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people and their pets. I mean, I have 2 cats. Had a dog for so I understand the connection.
Yeah.
But people are starting to become with their pets like they are about pregnancy announcements.
Oh,
wow.
So this is going to be, the doggy's going to be, I don't want to give it all away, but they're going to surprise everyone with announcing they have a puppy.
Oh,
okay.
So they're going to have, the balloon, the whole works, and we're going to be shooting that.
That's different.
Very different.
That's
Very different.
Yeah, that's cool.
And so,
I'm an animal lover. So I love.
Me too.
Like every time I watch TV with my honey, I'm like, I want that. He's like, no. I want that. No. I want that. No. I was like, okay.
Yeah, well, and we're the same way, and the reason I'm saying no is because you got two now. Yeah, you got two now. Who's gonna get up in the middle of the night when he starts whining to take it out? Not you. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we have those conversations at home too.
I'll be the guy with the goldfish.
Yeah.
Here you go. That's me with the goldfish.
But wait, goldfish still poop.
Yeah, but you got the bowl. They're in one.
They're in water.
Not,
That's an easy one. That'd be an easy shoot too.
That would
I wouldn't have to worry about the floor at the studio with the goldfish.
You could probably superimpose me in the bowl with the fish.
That would be interesting.
There you go.
There you go.
We can make that work.
Okay.
And so for people that want to work with you, Curtis, how can they find more of you, more of your work? Where can they find you?
All over the place. I'm on
Okay.
Facebook, C. Hamilton Images 06 on Facebook.
Okay.
On Instagram, it is CMH Photos with an S, 397. Phone number 397-2818, area code is 919.
Perfect.
We're at the Veritas Studio if you want to go to that page.
Okay.
Or I have my own website. So yeah, a lot of places you can find me.
Good, yes.
I have my own website because I'm under Digitime Photography. So
Okay.
if you click on, type that in, it'll take you right to the page.
That's amazing.
And there's lots of samples of my work, various ways to contact me as well. You can send me an email, but honestly, if you do one of those mediums and direct message me, I'll get a lot quicker.
Perfect.
Email is kind of,
Yeah.
it grows.
So there's no excuse where you couldn't find him.
Exactly.
You're everywhere now.
I am everywhere.
Yeah.
And I can vouch for him because I've worked with him and he's top
Yeah,
notch.
she made me look good. It was a great shoot. We had a lot of fun though, and that's the way I like to do shoots.
Me too.
So I'm looking forward to working with him then. That's cool.
Yeah, we'll have to get you in there on the couch. Yep.
With the goldfish.
That's right.
So any last minute words you want to tell the viewers of Oyendia TV?
Well, first of all, thank you. Thanks for having me here. I've had a blast.
Yeah.
If you're looking for that photographer that's going to work with you to get the shot you want, not the shot they want, I'm your person. As I said, I'm not that strict by the book. Got to do it this way.
Yeah.
If you're a model and want to work, be happy to work with you. I've done a lot of shoots with models. It is something that I enjoy. And as I told you, I like working in the shadows, so it's not just a bright picture, but it brings some depth to it. And
Definitely.
it kind of brings out who you are, not just the person standing there in front of the camera. So
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. It was great to have you. And you all stay tuned. We'll be right back with Oyendia TV. Hello, everyone. Yes, we are still here, Hoy en Dia, but it's time to say goodbye.
Oh,
I know.
man.
We had another awesome show.
It was a dope show.
It is, like always. I love it. We always have amazing guests. But hey, if you want to be here with us, come on. Email us, oyendiatv@gmail.com. You can also reach me via Facebook, Yessie Rodriguez Official, Instagram, YessieRod1, or you can email me at yessie@yessierodriguez.com. How about you, Remy? How can they
Me,
reach
you could get me on Gmail. Mr. Remy 930@gmail.com. That's MR.REMY 930@gmail.com. Or for my Zumba classes, you could come by and see me. Go to Zumba.com under Remy San Luis III. Okay? And that's how you can find me.
What about Instagram and Facebook?
Oh, well, Facebook, yeah. Remy San Luis III as well. I keep it simple.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go. So you can find
Yeah.
us. So if you want to be here with us, say, hey, Yessie, hey, Remy, I want to be on the show, Oyendia TV. I have something great to share with y'all. Come on. We invite you. Thank you all for watching us. Thank you for our sponsors again. And until next time, we'll see you soon.
Take care.